Gatorade powder and some water so that I don't die, but also because I don't feel like eating, so that'll take time. So we're gonna. Alright, so we got like halfway done with pressing this one in, and the freaking battery on the impact died. Of course, I might have to get a new impact or something because it like charges to like 2/4 of the battery and then just can't do much. But yeah, just highlighting my pimple perfectly. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and take off the old axle in the meantime because we don't need the impact for that. And we'll do that on both sides, and then hopefully it'll have enough charge to at least finish that one bushing. So this is 325 IS axle. This is the M3. As you can see, there's a pretty decent thickness difference. Like, I wouldn't say it's twice, but it's a good amount more here. Even the ends are bigger. As you can see, since we need the different hub and everything, so even the splines on the end here are larger. So as you can see, this shit's destroyed. It's friggin' flopping around and everything. So we'll get this bad boy thrown in, and then we'll try and finish up that trailing arm again. All right, just paid almost $600 for this Milwaukee impact gun. It's supposed to be like 3 times stronger than the fucking work no bullshit, and it's also got 1,400 foot-pounds of nut busting torque. So that's pretty funny as well. It's pretty impressive. The other one was like 300 foot-pounds, so this should hopefully do the job a lot better. I'm also gonna run to Lowe's because they don't freaking have Worksman stuff. I think it's Worksman stuff. It's the one my girlfriend got me. Doesn't have a charger, so I just gotta go grab that real quick. And then we should be able to make light work of this tomfoolery. Yeah, he got pretty close though. It's a good effort for sure. So I've just figured out that I can't finish the job because you need E36 M3 diff axle stubs. I don't know why I overlooked that. It makes perfect sense why it would be different, but the bolts totally don't line up. So here's to waiting another week and spending another 200 bucks. So that's awesome. So I guess I'll see you guys when I have E36 M3 diff output stub things. Now that I have finished being a big giant baby, I've realized that I can probably still pretty much put everything together. I should be able to just put the axle in by itself pretty much. I did have a problem with it last time, but we'll just send it and see what happens. It should be okay. But we're gonna start putting everything else back together. We can pretty much put the passenger side trailing arm in, and then once that's all tightened up, we can throw on the rotors and calipers. So we should be able to get like 90%. I just ordered the diff output stubs. They're like 200 bucks, which isn't horrible. And then we can go ahead and start on the driver's side. Can't believe this thing is still recording. It's probably gonna turn off mid-recording and I'm not gonna notice, but YOLO. It's literally like burning my hands with how hot it is, so kind of sketchy, but still recording. Anyways, this side is pretty much finished. There's a few things we still need to do. I don't know why whenever I stick it in here it's like just completely darkness, even though it's on auto. So we got trailing arms in there, that's all tight. The toe is fucking random. Bottom bolts are tight, top bolt is tight. That was honestly pretty easy, and that new impact is fucking awesome. The only thing we haven't done is we're missing an anti-rattle clip. I don't really understand how to put that on, but I'll try and figure it out. We also only have one, and that one might be bent, so we'll probably just get 2 more clips. You get some brake cleaner to actually clean off the rotor, because I touched it like 90 times. There's grease all over it. And then the only other thing is basically Jack is holding the whole suspension up because the damper isn't on, because if you remember, the old trailing arm like broke and like the threads got snapped out, so when I got the car it literally had like a bolt welded on it, so you would put it on with a nut. So I don't have the bolt that goes into a trailing arm, so I just need to figure out what size it is and then run to Ace Hardware and get a bolt that size. And then this side is basically done except for the axle and putting the caliper, hooking it up to the hard line. It's tight on the caliper itself. Brake pads are in there. We just have to bleed the brakes. So this side is damn near done. And we still have to do the entire other side. I haven't even done a single freaking booby wooby on the other side, you know what I mean? So, yeah. What's up, y'all? So ran out of memory space on the camera, but so we're recording on the iPhone. You can't tell, I'm a little brain dead. No caffeine today, so we're just running on vibes right now, honestly. But we finished up the passenger side, a few things. I have like some notes that I need to do. The upper control arm bolt is like fucking destroyed. I did something to it on the driver's side because I tried to use it on that side, and that thing is just fucking mushroom. Like I can't even get the nut on the bolt when it's not in the fucking arm. So we'll run out and get another bolt and a nut tomorrow. We still gotta fix the sway bar. I tried for like 1 minute, but I'm kind of over it for tonight. What else? The lines that go into the calipers are hooked up, but the lines that go from the calipers to the hard lines on the chassis need to be hooked up. We'll probably have to bleed the brakes, which is never fun, but probably doesn't have to be super perfect because the fronts are okay. Another weird thing I noticed, I swear the M3 calipers are like the exact same calipers as, you know what, it just clicked in my head, because the rotors are bigger. It's probably just the mounting points, because I swear like the caliper itself is the exact same fucking thing. Like besides the M3 engraving on the top, it looks exactly the same. I'm pretty sure you could interchange the brake pads as well. So there's that, but yeah, it looks freaking cool. I'll show you guys. It looks super sick in here compared to before. All this shit was all rusty, and it had like the brake calipers were like painted blue and it all flaked off. Got a little bit lucky because I was thinking, luckily I just found a bolt that goes for this that came with a trailing arm, because I only grabbed one at the store, and I was thinking I would be able to use the old one, but I can't use the old one because it was a bigger bolt, because we had to do the fix on the trailing arm. Yeah, pretty much everything's all hooked up. Trailing arm bolts are tight. Upper arm needs to be fixed. Lower one is tight. Brake caliper bolts are tight. The brake pad ones are good. We need to torque these bad boys. But I'll probably wait until tomorrow so somebody can hold it, or once the axles are on, it should be fine. So yeah, I could put the car back on the ground, but it'd be kind of pointless. I'm literally just gonna wake up tomorrow and start working on it again. So even though it would be cool to see, but I'm excited to see what the rotors look like in the wheel well now. It should look a lot better than before. It was like comically small before, literally like 18-inch wheels, and the rotors are like 6 inches. But yeah, fingers crossed. UPS don't let me down tomorrow. It says the 26th. Tomorrow's the 26th. So fingers crossed, I believe. And then we can do some freaking ripping in this thing, dude. It's gonna be freaking awesome, because before I was always like a little bit scared to like do anything too crazy drifting wise, or else it would just snap axles. But fingers crossed I can just beat the shit out of it now. So yeah, all right, see you guys tomorrow. Oh yeah, also since those, I swear the calipers are exactly the same, I was actually able to use the anti-rattle clips off of the old calipers and they fit right on there perfectly, so it has to be the same shit. But that's pretty dope because I was looking that shit up and it's like 45 bucks, which is crazy considering it's just like a fucking little piece of aluminum, but or like thin steel, whatever. But yeah, that's dope. Are you gonna go sleepy? Maybe get some foodie because your boy hungry, but it's like, can't see the time, but it's probably like 12:30 at night or in the morning, so that means it's Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box kind of cheeks and expensive, but it might be our only shot. All right, see you guys tomorrow. Just a good way to wake up. Anyways, we went to Ace Hardware earlier. I don't think I filmed any clips of it, but we got the bolts we needed. For whatever reason, I never touched anything with the sway bar as far as I'm aware when pulling all this stuff off, and the right side is completely out of the bracket. I don't know what happened or if I just did that and I don't remember it, but there's no bolt for that, so this is for that. We got the other bolt. I had to make sure it actually fit for the strut that goes onto the trailing arm so we can actually put the left side down. We should be able to put the entire car down with everything. We're still waiting on the diff hubs, but they come tomorrow, so I want to polish everything up. So yeah, let's freaking put some bolts on and some nuts and stuff. I don't think there's any sort of cushioning in here. They just fucking threw these suckers in a box and called it a day. Oh, you got bubble wrap. Not sure how much it's doing. It's there. So we've got our diff stubs from the E36 M3 because our current 325 IS ones were not going to do the trick. As far as I'm aware, it's basically the same thing on the diff side. You just plop them out, but the bolt circle on the outside is bigger, so these will actually fit our axles on them. I also went to Ace Hardware and just got a bolt for the upper control arm since I destroyed the other one. It cost $7. So let's throw all three of these on, tighten up the brakes, clean off the rotors. I think we're good to go. Alright, what is up, y'all? It's a new day. Yesterday was an interesting one. You can put it that way. Basically, I was having problems. And they're frustrating me more than it probably should have. And I was acting like a child, to put it quite frankly. And so a few things may have been tossed around the garage. Not a lot of progress was made. I think we actually made backwards progress in the terms of how things look. But we have made progress for sure. So essentially, I couldn't get the axle in the back, and I had been waiting for yesterday for like a week. After like 2 or 3 weeks at this point, and like at least $1,000 in parts, probably more than that. So to say the least, I was very excited. And then to find out I could not get the freaking axle into the splines on the hub, which was driving me nuts. Like I could like kind of get it started in the hole, and then I could freaking shake it, and I was hammering at it, nothing. But I did some research on good old Google forums. Shout out to all the beautiful people on there. They said get a triangle file, which I've got right here. And I literally did this at like 12 midnight because I just had to know before I went to sleep. So I was literally just sitting quietly in the garage, just filing away at my freaking hubs on my splines on my hub. sure enough, it slid right in. So so I really think we got it today. I thought the same thing yesterday, so we'll see. But I think we got it today. A few other things in our advantage. I literally couldn't film yesterday because it's so hot. I can jump in the pool, but the camera can't jump in the pool. So it's morning time and it's not 111 out yet. So gonna take advantage of that. We've also got some coffee. I took 2 days off, so that probably was adding to my intensity yesterday. But yeah, let's just start putting stuff back together. Fortunately, I took quite a few things apart on the driver's side to see if I can get it lined up better. So I got to put all that back together. But brake lines are hooked up, sway bars all back hooked up. I think I actually have to unhook that to put the driver's side in. But yeah, let's get to work. Alright, yeah, we're so fucking close. I'm dying, bro. It's so bad. Like, I'm at the edge of the garage, and usually, like, it's fucking, I wake up at noon, so it's like, the sun's straight ahead, but the sun is just literally on me, and it's so fucking hot. Like, it's like unbearable. But both axles are in there. I kind of had to, they don't fit, like, with all the suspension, so I had to, on the driver's side, I just had to unbolt the strut bolt, but on the passenger side, I had to undo the bottom bolt and the strut bolt, and I can't get the bottom bolt back on there, but I'll probably be able to get it. I just need a brake. I also need to run to the store anyways to get a nut for the axle nut, which is freaking huge. Hopefully I can find somewhere that has one, because this one is too small, and fucking look at this thing. It's like fucking absurd. So hopefully I can figure that out. I'm pretty sure people that posted reviews were talking about it, so at least I'll know the size. So yeah, I'm gonna run to the store. Also gotta clear out the camera a little bit because we're out of SD card. So we'll be back. I've reached that point of the project where I don't fucking care what I look like. I don't care what I smell like. I don't care how much fucking money I gotta spend. I just want this shit done, bro. I'll do anything at any cost just to fucking drive this stupid car. Alright, so yeah, you got to run to Tractor Supply, and we got the 1 5/8 inch socket. It's freaking huge. This bad boy right here. It's like a tiny bit bigger than 41 millimeters, but it should be fine, even though it's also 12 points, so who knows, we might just strip it. And then we had to run the Harbor Freight as well, so we can get this giant breaker bar, because I don't have anything that fits on a 3/4 drive. So that should do the job. And since we're in downtown Chandler, I might grab some tacos real quick. Drive time, a little bit nervous. Hopefully everything is as tight as it should be. It's hard to tell with the axle nuts because it's supposed to be 300 foot-pounds, and there's no fucking torque wrench, at least one that I would have, that goes up that high. I think mine is like 120 or some shit. So I just tightened it to at least one singular metric fuck ton of torque, and yeah, I guess we'll just go drive this thing. Filled up the oil, topped it up. It's funny how the human brain works. I literally replaced the entire rear end before I fixed my one oil leak that I've been topping up for like 4 months now. But yeah, fuck it, I guess. The only other thing is we could be low on gas, and my e-brake doesn't work before because I don't have a gas gauge. And the way I would check before is I would just roll the car back and pull the e-brake, but I can't really do that now. So I guess it'll be fine. I'm not gonna drive far, so hopefully it's all right. I guess we gotta let it warm up as well. Fingers crossed. Fucking hot. I need to remember not to grab the e-brake, so there might still be a little bit of brake juice in there. It's all gonna squeeze out fucking everywhere if I reach for the handbrake. Alright, please don't snap a fucking axle. Sweet baby Jesus. Amen. Turns out I don't remember how to through. Still fun though, I'll tell you that. And I remember how to drift. Man, it feels good. Oh, lost that man. There you go. The car's pretty hooked up too. I mean, I wasn't dipping into the throttle that hard, but it feels good.